Welcome. Welcome everyone who's joining. Welcome. So good to see you joining. Hello. Hello. So good to see you all. So good to see you joining tonight. It's actually my first live on my own ever. So it's I've tiptoed in along the way and now here I am. Hey Sophia, thank you for joining. It's so good to be connecting with familiar faces, so to speak, but also with new people that I have not yet met. So good to connect with you all, and on what is such an auspicious, wonderful day. That is these 22 to 22 energies, and everyone, the way they connect with it is slightly different depending on how you say the numbers. And certainly here down under in Australia, we have the 22nd of the 2nd, 22. I know in the US you put the 2, then the 22, and the 22. But regardless, we have the numbers of 2, the repeating numbers of 2 and 22. And so this is a special day, and I want to be explaining why it's a special day, and also, of course, we'll be having a little chat. Hey, Kerry from Port Macquarie. Here I am from Sydney, Australia. You may share where you may. Hi, Rania. So I'm actually closer to the phone this time so I can see some of the comments. My vision's not so good at a distance. So later on I'll be channeling the Keepers of the Keys, my angelic guides, a group of 12 healing angels from within the Libraries of Light. The Akashic Records are one of these libraries, but there are libraries across the cosmos. Now, I'll be channeling some messages from them, and we'll be having a healing and activation meditation that they'll be bringing through, but we'll be connecting with the energies of Mary Magdalene. And we will, hi from the Highlands, hi Julia. We'll be working with Lapis Lazuli, and I'll be talking a bit about this piece. I'll show you a bit closer up. This piece of lapis is a really special one of mine. From the moment I bought this piece, I felt like I could see 3 figures, and being Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and Yeshua. Now, forming a trinity. And so this is, for me, very special that it's come through, given that it is connected to the Mary Magdalene energies. And I work with Mary Magdalene. She's part of Aria, my divine collective, so I work closely with her, and I'm glad to be able to connect with her in this way. So Kerry and I, Kerry from Port Macquarie, we recorded a special Zoom session today that we'll also be sharing later on this week on YouTube. And it was the first time I directly channeled Mary Magdalene. So this will be sharing because we've recorded on this date, the 22nd of February, and we'll be making available. So tonight's meditation, I've started in the past few weeks a weekly healing meditation as well as a monthly one, and I'll even get to the 2022 yearly one as well. And all the links are in my bio to my YouTube, to these meditations. And if you want to connect with the recording, I'll be also posting this to Instagram as well as to YouTube. So without further ado, let's get into the energies of the day. Now, whenever we see repeating numbers, we can think that perhaps when we see them, that we are in alignment. So anytime we see whatever repeating numbers, we're moving in alignment. It's a sign from the divine, from the universe, that we are in flow with something. And of course, there are many different systems on numerology, and according to what system numerology someone may study, the numbers may mean something different. So I put that out there because what I may speak of may be something different from what someone else may say about the two energy. Now, the two energy can be connected to, in angel numbers, courage and faith. It can be connected to couples or relationships or partnerships because of the two. And what it all can also signify is duality. And so here we are living in duality, where there is both light and dark, night and day, feminine and masculine, heaven and earth, human and divine. And when you have a double number like 11 or 22 or 33, we have these are master numbers, and 22 being double the 11. Now, when it comes to then the 22, we can have either strong duality, or we can have a mastery of duality. And this is what I've connected with energetically when it comes to the energies of the numerology of today. Now, some people have associated the number 22 with Mary Magdalene. And when we connected with Mary Magdalene earlier today, she said it's not her number, so we don't have to make that assignation for her. But we can also say is that, you know, certain numbers carry a frequency, and then anything that carries a frequency can connect to something else that is resonant with that frequency. So she said that anyone may call upon her by using her name. That is how anyone can call upon her, and we do not need to complicate things by trying to understand what crystals you're connecting with, or what numbers, however you connect, and just by the intention of connecting, calling upon her, using her name, you may connect with her. And so that is certainly a little bit about the numerology, but let's go to the broader understanding and the energies of what's coming through. If we have a mastery of duality, what we are doing is we are integrating two different energies. So as we said, feminine, masculine, heaven and earth, human and divine. And this is what Mary Magdalene did. She mastered these dualities. And so she mastered the integration of feminine, masculine within her, heaven and earth within her, and also human and divine within her. So she was fully human and fully divine. Hey Sandy, you don't have to request to be in the live. You are here. Welcome. And so here we are. We're connecting with a master who has mastered all good, who has mastered the human plane, the plane of duality. And so this is part of the reason why she's coming through, and it is certainly an opportunity to connect. The other energies that we're connecting with, when we are going to an integration of these energies, we become in ourselves, not become, but experience a sacred union or divine union. And again, this is what Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, of course, they embodied, they exemplified, and they set the energy tone for the earth. They anchored the Christ consciousness, the consciousness of love, unity consciousness. Whatever term you connect with, all are correct. And so when it's consciousness of love or unity consciousness, we get to honor who we are, honor the other, but also connect. So this is when we go into a state of interdependence. We are not soul independent beings, but we are divine beings. So we can stand in our divine sovereignty, but this does not mean, and this is what she also said today, that we do not accept a collective responsibility. We all contribute to the whole. We are all part of the whole. And when we are fully connected, to ourselves, to the divine, and to who we really are, which is our true self, then we are then expressing that love and that Christ consciousness, that unity consciousness. Now, you may be familiar with Mary Magdalene, you may have worked with her, or she may not be someone you have worked with, and that is okay. You don't need to have been someone who've connected with her to connect with a meditation, but she is someone who will be coming through in today's session. So I'm really glad to present this, and I will be calling in the keepers now. And we are 10 minutes in. I just want to check if anyone has any questions. You may ask them now. Type it in the chat box, and I'll see if we can get to the questions and whether the keepers will be able to answer any of them. Now, they will have some messages to share with us about today and what is coming through, and what we can also do as we harness the energies for today and into the rest of the year. Because they have said today sets the energetic tone for the rest of the year, and we are moving to anchor, and this is the primary purpose of today, to anchor in the consciousness of love that is here for the new earth energy. So this is what we're all here. We've all volunteered to be here at this time as we support the anchoring of the consciousness of love on the planet, in Gaia, through ourselves. So doing it for ourselves and doing it for the collective. And so this is where we can be both sovereign but also connected to the whole. And so this is where the and is wonderful. It is not either or. It is I am me, but I am also connected to all. And so I can still honor my differences, honor your differences, and still be joined in connection. And so this is ultimately that unity consciousness, that consciousness of love, and this is what is coming through today. So certainly the veils are thinner, certainly lots of light is pouring through, and there's a real power and energy to this day that will be playing out for the rest of the year, even as we head to the December solstice. So there'll be many instances as throughout the year when we anchor more and more of this energy. Lionsgate will be another one. Solstice will be another one. There'll be many of those instances. And so now is a real propulsion into the rest of the year. And so we can really, know that our prayers and our intentions are particularly powerful today. And anytime we connect is also particularly powerful. So this is why I wanted to connect with as many people as I could today by doing this live and then posting it later. And I thought this would be a way for more people who aren't familiar with my work to be able to connect with this energy. So I will bring in the keepers, and I welcome you all, even as you are joining. Now, when I next speak, it'll be the keepers speaking, and you'll hear back from me by the end. Welcome, dear ones. We are so pleased to be here with you. Now, what we are pleased to be here with you, we will not be answering personal questions, but we will be answering collective questions. And we say hello to you too. Now, we love you too. We send you all love. We are, let us say, have been much anticipating this moment. For this moment has been in preparation for millennia. Now, this is not the only moment that will have the anchoring of the consciousness of love. What is important today is that it is another shift into the anchoring of it. So each shift anchors you deeper into the consciousness of love. Each shift creates a shift within you. And then you may then see what is the opportunity for you what is occurring within you, what is the shift within you that is wanting to be birthed. What is your soul calling you towards? What is in your divine blueprint? For within your divine blueprint will have the divine timing of what will occur for you. Your awakening, your shift in consciousness, your birthing into more. Now, many of these things, you may look towards external events. And yes, this is an external event. You may say, wow, this is the day for things to happen for me, and why isn't more happening for me? Know that everything that you are doing now, in the eternal moment of now, and at any point of significance, and any point of non-significance, for it may be significant for you. You cannot truly know what your soul agenda is or the divine timing that is for your soul. So embrace every moment, even as you embrace and are grateful and appreciate this divine opportunity that is here today. So when you do this and allow a shift to occur with you, a shift in consciousness, so may you shift into more deeply the consciousness of love. And here we have the divine, all of us, as a collective energy, gathering to all of you. And we are calling in the higher selves of all of you so that you may fully receive the energies, not just in the meditation to come, but in the energy transmission that we are connecting with each and every one of you. Know that you will receive what you're ready to receive. Know that the intentions are always that you receive that which is in your best and highest good, and that which you are ready for. So, what may come is a release for you. Know the more that you release, the more you are able to anchor more light, more love into your bodies. For you are here to be physical, to be human, even as you are spiritual beings. So as you connect with your higher selves, in other words, with spirit, for your higher self is spirit, even as you open the channels for your higher selves to come through more fully, to be more embodied, so do you then become more fully human and more fully divine. And in that process, so do you become into greater balance, greater centering, and greater connection to self and your true self, and greater connection to all as in the divine, the cosmos, but to your fellow human beings and to the earth, knowing that none is separate from you. Now, some may see the divine as higher, the earth as lower. Let us say that is a human characterization. The earth is a divine made manifest. And if you connect to Mother Nature, to Gaia, to the earth, this may be your conduit, your way in to the divine, and your connection point back to you. Now, everything that occurs upon your planet, through your cultures, your societies, your learned responses, your conditioning, your programming, often takes you away from yourself. And so this is the trauma of disconnection. And we are here, and this is Vicky's also mission, to connect people back to themselves. And the way we do this, because we do this with her, is connecting to crystals and connecting to the divine. Now, that may be a methodology, but it is more than that. Because in connecting to those things, it is a means of connecting back to self. Do you need those things? Not necessarily, dear ones. What calls you? What calls you? If crystals do not call you, that is all well and good. They do not call you. If nature calls you, then allow nature to call you. If any aspect of the divine calls you, allow it to call you. Always with the intention that you connect with that which is in your best and highest good. So we are fond, and Vicky is fond of sharing, the quote from Michelangelo, and some of you may have heard this before, that he said that he carved And he saw the angel in the marble and carved until he set him free. Now that is exactly what we are doing here, dear ones. We are releasing the marble that is your learned responses, your adaptations, your conditioning and your programming, limiting beliefs, cellular memories, somatic memories of trauma, of wounding, of adverse experiences, so that you can return to the angel within, your true self, the part of you that is undamaged, unharmed, unwounded by anything that you have experienced. And when you do this, this is your fully human whole self. And when you do this, more of your divine self becomes embodied. Now, this is what the masters mastered. This is certainly what Mary Magdalene mastered. Now, she and many others before her and with her helped to anchor the consciousness of love upon the planet. Without their work, we would not be able to be here at this time doing this even more so and more deeply. And so we honor her, we honor Yeshua, we honor all the masters who came before and who are still here supporting all of you according to who you connect with, according to your free will choices of who you connect with, who you resonate with. Now, of course, there are light beings, there are angels, the whole companies of heaven supporting you in the collective you and the earth in this ascension journey and this path to return to love. So we take a moment to connect in this holy moment, this sacred moment. For this sacred moment is about returning you back to you, to honor the energies within you, the energies of the feminine and masculine that you may replace with the outward energy and the inward energy, exoteric with esoteric. And we mean esoteric as in going within, in the original Greek meaning of the word. Now, in the going within, there is rest, there's reflection, there's meditation, there is connection, there's honoring of emotions and your inner life, your inner reality. In projecting out and expressing out into the world, this may be described as a masculine energy. Now, because you have both within you, regardless of what kind of bodies you're in or how you identify. And so when you express out into the world and you are in the doing mode, then this is that outward projection. And so you may be active in the world. It is not that neither one is better than the other. It is about coming into balance. Now, that balance is the sacred union between both, when you are in balance between both. For what has occurred across the millennia is instead of an honoring of both, there has been a dishonoring of one over the other and a suppression of one over the other. And when that occurs, a distortion occurs even with those who benefit from that system. And so this is a grand return to balance and harmony, a grand return to the consciousness of love, and a grand return of yourself to self, in honoring yourself as fully human and fully divine. So again, we sit and honor this moment in connecting with you, and we are grateful for this opportunity to connect with each and every one of you either now or in the eternal moment of now in the recording. For in connecting according to your free will choices, so that we may support you, so that you know that you are not meant to do this alone, dear ones. If you have the whole companies of heaven, the higher realms all here for you, supporting you, being with you, then you are not truly alone. And yet we will also say, for you are wired to connect as human beings. It is a biological need. So seek connection with others. Now, this may mean many things for many different people according to your personal circumstances. And so what we will do is, and what we will say is, remember that if you are betraying yourself to connect with another, that is not true connection. Remember to honor your connection to self as you honor a connection with another. And this is, in this just that point alone will create much more harmony and much more healing in relationships if each could honor themselves even as they honor the other. And there you see the balance and the harmony between the two energies. And then you may know that the premise of as within, so without, you can understand that your internal reality is then reflected in your external one. So you will find the shift within before you see the shift without. And we celebrate each and every shift that all of you make. You do not know, you cannot know from your human perspectives that each little shift that you make, how much it contributes to the whole. Whether it's the whole of you returning to you, or the whole as in the collective. For each of you are part of the collective and therefore are contributing to the collective consciousness. So do not bemoan the collective consciousness. Know that you are a creator within the collective consciousness, a contributor to the all. So again, we pause and honor you, each and every one, even as we move into the meditation. So we will bring forth the Lapis Lazuli. Even as we connect to Mary Magdalene and to the divine consciousness of the crystal. Now, many of you may know that lapis is connected very much to third eye and the intuitive centers, even down to the throat. Now, what will occur is much more than just what you may know about the energies of lapis. Certainly will connect with the blue ray of light. Know that there is no mistake in you being a blue planet, and we're connecting with a trinity of energies, and with Mary Magdalene particularly. So we will begin calling forth the higher selves of all joined here now and in the future moment of now, so that everything that occurs is in your respective best and highest goods and all that you're ready for. And we'll gather a symphony of light with Aria, Vicky's divine collective, and Vicky's higher self, Orion. And with the councils of light, the archangels and the angelic realms, the Christed beings of light with Mary Magdalene. And so we connect in with Father, Mother, God, and the great central source, the great central sun, the great white rose. And we bring through a pillar of light to you and through you and through the temple of blue volcano, allowing it to move through you, through your energy field, through your bodies, through your cells and your multidimensional DNA, connecting with the energies that are flowing through on this day, connecting with Christ consciousness and the consciousness of love, even as opening the crystalline grids, the light continues down through the crystalline grids into the earth, all the way in to the crystalline core and the heart of Gaia. And so we allow this light to flow through you, even as the divine consciousness of the crystal connects with you, envelops you and enfolds you, filling you up from the inside out. And Mary Magdalene connects with those who desire the connection. And we honor her and we honor you and this divine receiving and attunement to the consciousness of love. And so you may set your own intentions to release that which is not in alignment with the consciousness of love, or set the intentions to receive more into your bodies this light and the energy of this consciousness of love, this Christ consciousness, this unity consciousness, into your cells, into your bodies, and into your multidimensional DNA. And according to your free will and higher will, you may open your Akashic records through the libraries of light, so you may connect more deeply with this energy. Allow the cares of the day to be washed away. Allow the worries of the world to be lifted from your shoulders as you hand it over to us, to the divine, to be transmuted. And so we bring through the violet flame with Saint Germain to support this divine alchemy. To shift it out of your consciousness interdimensionally. Purifying and alchemizing to the highest vibration. Now we are opening and clearing the central channel from crown to base and into Earth Star beneath your feet. as much as you're ready for, dear ones. The solar plexus is one to work on. So we send extra energy here, bringing healing and balance, moving down through the central channel and down into the earth. And so now we connect with the heart and the back of the heart. First, let us turn our attention to the back of the heart, which connects to trust. Trust in the divine, trust in the world, trust in self. Now there may be many core beliefs or stories about trust, or even betrayal of trust. And so let us release the energy that prevents you from moving into the proper discernment in trust, so that you may trust self first. Again, only that which you're ready for and that which is in your best and highest good, dear ones. Again, supported by the violet flame and the emerald ray of healing, and Archangel Raphael. And it's moving across the back of the shoulders and the shoulder blades. Knowing that the back also relates to the past. And as you release the energies of the past, so may you move more freely into your futures. For this is a propulsion moment into the rest of the year and beyond. And so I'm releasing this energy of the past as much as you're ready for, so you may more readily embrace the future that is unfolding for you. Even as you come to the balance point within your heart center, you embrace the present moment, the eternal moment of now. So let us go into the heart center, into the temples of your hearts. And you may see it as a sun, you may see it as a physical temple. You may see it as a beautiful emerald. Connect with it as you see it. And as you enter the temple of your heart, you may go deeper into the outer chambers, into the inner chambers, and to the inner sanctum itself, the Holy of Holies. And even as it burns bright within you, it spreads, opens, expands, moves through your energy fields and purifies that which it touches. And we bring it back into the temple of the heart and back into the inner sanctum. Know that you may tend to your flame, your fire, your heart, your hearth. For here within the inner sanctum of your heart center is the integration point, the balance point of all dualities, feminine, masculine, heaven and earth, human and divine. And as you accept these energies within you, as you accept them, you no longer judge them. As you no longer judge them, you honor them. As you honor them, you love them. And as you feel love, so you may also feel joy. Joy in connection. Joy in the pure bliss that may come through to you. Even joy in the release. Whatever arises in you, is perfect for you. Now you may come to this again and again, whenever you so wish, knowing that it captures the energies of this day, these energies of sacred union. And so let us allow this alchemical fire to bring together, to connect these energies within you now. First, we bring together heaven and earth. Knowing that you are the bridge between heaven and earth. Next, we bring together feminine and masculine, left and right, front and back. And allow them to connect. Again, as much as you're ready for, dear ones. And so, to connect human and divine, we connect to your true selves, the angel within, and allow your higher selves, your divine I am presence, to connect into your hearts, so that you too may be joined in sacred union, so that you too can become human and divine. Here we particularly allow the energies of Mary Magdalene to support you, that you wish to connect with, to continue the support of this sacred union within you. Know that the mastery can take lifetimes. This certainly is a journey of the soul. And yet, if you're here now, this is what you are calling forth for yourself, and is what your soul is calling forth for you. And so we wish you much connection. We wish you much love. And we wish you much joy. And we will not withdraw the energy yet, for you're not ready to release it. We'll begin to gently dissipate the energy. So that you may gently reconnect back into the space that you're in, to your environment, to your bodies. Tend to your sacred flame. Connect to who you are. Honor the self as you honor the other. These are now yours to take on as you choose and as how you express. We're allowing the energy to now dissipate. Even as it is still running, even as Lapis is still connected with you in the divine consciousness of Lapis, even as we and Mary Magdalene are still connected with you, you may gently return. We are pleased to have had this opportunity to connect with each and every one of you. We are pleased to have shared our wisdom, our teachings with you. In everything that we say and share, we only share that which you may connect with according to your free will choice. So do not take our word for it. Do not give your power away to us or to anyone. Sit with what resonates for you. Feel what feels true for you. For it feels true for you, then it is your truth. And we honor your truth. And if it does not sit with you, then do not accept it as your truth. And we honor you for that too. For when you connect with your own intuition, your own guidance, so do you retain your power. And in feeling that there is some work to do on your solar plexus, dear ones, that connects to your divine power, your sovereignty, your autonomy, your boundaries, your will. And power connects to voice. So do not accept another's truth for your own, for as you do that, you give your power away. But as you resonate with someone else's truth, and with that resonance, you then agree or choose to adopt it, then it is now your truth. You have not given your power away. You have not changed your truth for another. You have done so upon reflection, with resonance and with guidance. So we honor you, dear ones. We are coming to the end of this transmission. We will return you to Vicky. And let us say, there is so much love for each and every one of you. May you feel this love. May you know this love. May you embody this love. From our hearts to yours, thank you, dear ones. So much love for you. How are you all? I'm going to put Lapis down, for it's heavy. Know that with energy work, you need to drink lots of water, ground. For you, that may mean a salt bath. It may mean connected with nature. Now it's raining here in Sydney, so a little bit difficult to do that. It may be a grounding crystal, or whichever way is your favorite way to connect into your body. It may be through your senses, what you see, taste, touch, smell, hear. It may be by touching your body, getting some oils or some moisturizer or whatever's easier for you, and just rub your hands, your arms, any part of your body you wish, holding it or putting something heavy that's weighted on your body so you can ground back into your bodies. So anyone who has participated in this meditation, I will be uploading it again, as I said, on Instagram and on YouTube, so you can do it over and over again. But also know that each time you do it, different things may come through for you, because each time you may be at a different stage of readiness as you release, so you may more receive. Any questions for me? I'm happy to answer from this perspective. Even though the keepers are not gone, they're here. This is me, Vicky, talking. I will say, while you're all here, or you'll find all the links in my bio to the YouTube channel, to the weekly and monthly meditations, as well as upcoming events. The next healing meditation I'll be doing will be for the equinox on the 20th. Good. So much love to you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. With the rain, the internet has been a little bit on and off today, so just pause there. I'm not sure how you went through your meditation, if there was any issues there, because I had my eyes closed. I think it is time to wrap up. If anyone wants to message me or connect with me, you're welcome, Lee. Glad you can make it on this auspicious day. Especially whatever comes through for you afterwards in the release. Know that the first 3 days will be the most intense when it comes to releasing. So hi Vicky, hi Judith. I'm glad. You're welcome. The first 3 days is you're welcome. Thank you, beautiful. And it can take up to 3 weeks to integrate that which you have received. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, much love. Much love. So if anyone is like feeling or any sorts of things, even if it's in the release in the first 3 days, know that you are releasing. When you release that which was within you, if there was anything that was heavy within you or dark within you, then that's going to come out. And so you can observe that through your experience, or you may need to unpack it further. But what we would say, as it's coming out, you do not need to go into it. So this is one of those instances where you do not go, all right, sadness is coming out for me. I don't need to feel and explore that sadness. It's releasing. It's like, as my partner likes to say, it's a movie that is coming out. So you may observe it and be curious about it and be grateful that is now coming out of you. But if you go too deep into what you're releasing, then that can bring you back down into that energy. So accept it, release it, see it with love, and then welcome the gift that is on the other side of that release, and that is more love, more light in your bodies. So I send you all much love. Thank you all for being here with me. Really grateful to be here, and thank you for bearing with me for my first solo live. And I want to thank Kerry and Artie previously, who helped me kickstart my Instagram live journeys. Otherwise I wouldn't have I wouldn't be here today. So thank you all. Welcome from my heart to yours, exactly. From my heart to all of you, much love. Take care, everyone.